Hey there, Scorpio. How are you doing tonight? My name is Sherilyn. I'm here to do your weekly tarot reading. This one is going to be for Monday, August 18th through Thursday, August 21st. I'll be back on Wednesday to do bonus readings and get you through the weekend. Okay, there we go. So let's see. This one is for Scorpio. Let's see what you get. Okay. All right, for my Scorpios. Okay. See what you get. We're going to start with the Ace of Swords. Okay, so Ace of Swords, and then Justice, and the Empress. So this is your backstory or your recent past. Currently, I have you with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, in the near future, we're looking at Temperance, the King of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, bottom of the deck for this one is actually the Star card. So this is all about, the undercurrent here is all about you holding on to hope and faith. You're looking for a sense of healing in your situation, whatever your situation is, and you're also looking to restore some sort of a sense of balance right now. That's the undercurrent here. The card at the center of your read is the Queen of Swords. I do not believe that's how you're presenting. I think you're the Empress in the first line, the Queen of Wands in the second line. So this is just an attitude. The attitude is one that is tired of bullshit, very much so focused on the truth, and very defensive, okay? Is that general attitude at any rate. Okay, so let's see what we get, and we'll see how these play in. We're going to start with your recent past, or your backstory. So we start here with the Ace of Swords and Justice, and then the challenge position is actually the Empress. Okay. So the Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. Okay, Justice is just that, justice. Currently, where we're standing right now, you could be dealing with, just so I'll throw them out there, we have Libra, we have Taurus, that's it. Oh, and we have Aquarius, okay? Doesn't have to be any of those signs that you're dealing with, but those are the three that are out here so far. So in the recent past, we had some sort of truth come forward, okay? And then justice needed to play out, meaning justice, the scales needed to be balanced out within a situation, okay? The challenge here was the Empress. So I get the feeling that, I do believe you're the Queen of Wands, but I'm not sure if you're the Empress. I guess you are the Empress. We'll say yes. So the Ace of Swords, so some sort of truth came forward, okay, within a situation that you were part of somehow. Justice needed to balance out the scales. And the challenge here was, I guess, you. Or another Empress. Huh. So this had to be a third person type situation. There had to be more than one person involved in this situation. Besides you, there had to be you and at least two other people, I would say, the way that this looks, right? Because the truth comes out, the challenge position is the Empress. We have two queens here with one king, so I'm going to say we're dealing with some kind of third-party situation. Whether you were the third party in or the initial person in the relationship, I'm unclear on yet. And whichever one was the third party in is who the challenge was right here. Okay, let's see. We'll see. Hopefully it's going to play itself out. Let's keep going. So that's the recent past. Couldn't change it if we wanted to. It's already happened. But here we go. So currently we have a Queen of Wands, which I believe to be you, a Queen of Swords, which I believe to be another person involved in your situation, and the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles being somebody who is abundant, somebody who's stable, grounded, somebody who's in definite boss energy. Both of you are staring at the King of Pentacles. Both these queens are. He's just looking down unbothered, huh? Okay, so Queen of Wands could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be. You're Scorpio, but I still think this Queen of Wands is you. Being somebody who sees what they want, they go after it, and they get it. That's how this works, okay? Sometimes they rack up bad karma along the way, and they have a problem with that later on, but whatever you see that you want, you set your sights on it, you go get it, okay? Very fiery, very passionate. You exude a certain level of sex appeal, it said, okay? Queen of Swords, I believe to be another person involved in your situation, right? But this person is much different. Queen of Swords, often an air sign, does not have to be. In this position, this is somebody who's incredibly defensive, somebody who's got their sword drawn. They're ready to cut somebody's head off if they lie to them again. They're tired of dealing with BS. I think this is the other person involved in your situation here, if this is your situation. King of Pentacles is the person that has managed to put you in this situation, right? That's how that looks. Okay, that's where it looks like you're at currently. Okay, what do we have in the near future? And all the while, you're still holding on to hope and faith that this is going to somehow all work out, right? There's going to be a sense of healing to this situation. In the near future, now I have Temperance. Then the King of Cups. Oh, the Star card. Okay, sorry, I had to think about if that was Aquarius or not. It's not. That's Sagittarius, right? So I have Sagittarius too. Is another one out here. Okay, and then I have the King of Cups, and then in the challenge position, it's the Five of Pentacles. So here in the near future, you are desperately trying to find a sense of emotional stability. You're looking for some sense of emotional security in this situation. To be able to feel emotionally safe enough to let down your guard and truly find love, right? With the Temperance card, it's saying that you're going to have to be very patient with the situation if that's the outcome that you want. Okay? And the reason why is because of this Five of Pentacles. And this has got to be because somebody in this situation got left out in the cold. And paying off the karma for that is how I feel about this, is what is holding up this emotional security from coming into fruition. Right? That looks like a mess. Okay, what do you got? The Star, the Three of Wands, and the Hierophant. I mean, you're holding on to hope and faith that you're going to get this higher level of commitment in the future. That's what you're looking towards, your future. Hoping that you're going to get this higher level of commitment. And that's assuming that you're the third party in. If you're not the third party in, and this is actually your relationship that somebody else was the third party in, then I believe that you are holding into hope and faith that you're going to be able to rebuild your relationship. So whichever way it fits. Now we have the Devil, the Wheel of Fortune. So it could be a Capricorn you're dealing with. Page of Wands. There could be children involved in this dynamic somewhere. Wheel of Fortune would say that the Wheel of Fortune is trying to spin in your favor. It doesn't feel like it, but it's trying to spin in everybody involved's favor in one way or another. With the Devil, there's definitely a bit of obsession here, if not addiction too, I don't know, but definitely obsession. I've got the Five of Wands, the Tower, and the Sun. The Five of Wands is here because there's a sense of competition to this entire dynamic, right? The Tower is here because for sure towers have fallen all around the place. For everybody involved, I believe towers have fallen in the last bit here. The Sun is what everybody's hoping for. Everybody's hoping for happiness, and instead they keep having things that are going wrong being illuminated. Okay, 3 more. We're going to get the days of the week. 2 of the Swords, the Hangman, and the 3 of Pentacles. I got to tell you the truth, at least energetically, I don't care how it stands physically, energetically, this still looks like a third-party situation, meaning whoever this King of Pentacles is, they've yet to be able to cut loose of the other person involved. I don't care what position you're in here. They haven't been able to do it. They're trying, but they haven't been able to do it. They cannot get that person off their mind. And when they're with them, they can't get you off their mind. So it's a very back and forth energy. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, Monday, you've got the Five of Cups and the Strength card. So you're feeling a huge sense of loss and regret. But you're also feeling very determined with the Strength card. 4 of Swords and the 8 of Wands for Tuesday. Some kind of unexpected communication is coming towards you. It's going to make you feel like you need time to rest. Wednesday, I've got the Page of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. This is a child. There's a child involved in this someplace. 2 of Pentacles. The child's really torn. It's affecting the child severely. The child's stuck in the middle on a situation they don't want to be stuck in the middle on because it's not their miss-up, not their deal. Okay, Thursday, you've got the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups. This is all about you guys trying to keep it together. You're trying to keep whatever part of this situation is yours, your part of the dynamic, you're working tirelessly, diligently to try to keep your part afloat and get it going towards where you want it to be, which is emotional fulfillment. It looks like it's a struggle, but I mean, I have all the faith in the world in you, Scorpio. At any rate, that's what I have for this week, all right? Try to keep your karma as clear as possible because it will probably be advantageous to you in the long run, right? That's how I see it. But it does look like you're headed towards what you want, so there you go. Okay? All right, y'all. No matter what the cards say, make it the best week you possibly can. Okay? See you on Wednesday or whenever. See you soon.